I hope at some point we learn how to hear what we learn like at some point how to speak robots so we can listen to Violet's data logs. That's all I care about. I don't know. I
Yeah,
also
the
just
data
want to
logs
get
are
through this
funny
game
with Violet.
relatively fast. It's one of those where I don't want to spend all of my time like grinding dungeons and being like,
Yeah. Yeah, that would be bad.
Yep.
Also, I was very pleased to find out that Jules' father was in fact a fan of Robbie the Robot. He's from one of my favorite movies. If you guys haven't seen it, I would suggest.
No, we already had this. This is going on to YouTube. We've already heard this.
1956 Forbidden Planet, guys. Well, hey, we're live streaming now.
It doesn't matter. The poor people on YouTube.
Okay, fine. That'll be my bit.
The poor me. I've seen the movie and you're still advertising.
It's just because you've never had any kind of enthusiasm for old films, especially the 50s sci-fi films, which pretty much created the structure for, most modern science fiction. Come on.
Yeah. Still, after a certain point, doesn't appeal too much. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I don't even like most modern movies.
Then again, we haven't really had the opportunity to go out and see many of the modern movies. I am looking forward to some of the new ones that have been advertised as of late, like The Passengers. That seems like it'd be more of a psychological drama, not thriller, I don't think. Possibly a romance story. That's also about humans going on ships to another system.
Well, that also has what's his
Do you know what's interesting?
Chris Pratt.
We've always seen movies about humans taking the journey to another planet. We've never actually seen the aftermath of, hey, they got to this world, now they have to live on it. Haven't you noticed that? Because, for instance, Titan AE ends with them creating, sorry, spoilers, ends with them creating a new planet for humanity. So, but they never showed how they colonized it, how they established the infrastructure and made peace with other races and such. They never show that.
Because it's boring.
I know, but it seems like there were exploration stories in older films that depicted, whether it be an exploration crew or something, actually trying to establish themselves somewhere else, which meant negotiating with the natives, potentially fighting against other powers, also seeking out the same land or resources. It's just, it's interesting. I mean, I suppose you have television series like Defiance, which show what civilizations like after humans and alien species have been able to coexist with one another. And I mean, Mass Effect depicts that as well, among other games and series. And I mean, with Star Wars and Lord of the Rings, it seems like it's been centuries, millennia that those races have got along the way that they are. But I haven't seen many stories with humans taking that next step of getting somewhere and then making it into something for themselves. It's always, I suppose people aren't really interested in that aspect of the journey. They always see it as an end goal.
Yeah. I'm just getting cores. Nah, I mean, the problem is, like, it's boring. There's not an easy way of handling it. There's no easy way of, like, handling...
What do you mean? I mean, my father was starting to watch this series called The 100. I wouldn't consider it the best kind of fiction. What are you looking at?
Trying to figure out how to get out of here. Oh, turns out the muck doesn't hurt you, right? I think I already knew that.
So in The 100, the premise is Earth had nuclear war, whatnot, and people had gone up into space on Ark ships to wait it out, potentially. They weren't traveling to another system or planet, but they did live in space for a couple hundred years at least, as I recall, and but there was mutiny, there was corruption, there was a rogue faction that it was one of those things where, oh no, you know, you can't go back to that land. It's a wasteland and it's going to kill you instantly. But no, it turns out that it actually is livable, arable, and when they do send a bunch of rogue kids down to the planet, it turns out that Earth has a bunch of divergent, I wouldn't call them species, necessarily. I think they're just offshoots of humanity that have been affected by the radiation and the conditions one way or another. And it's really interesting because the kids do have to make a camp. They do have to try to create their own leadership structure. Unfortunately, though, all the characters are unlikable, so I can't say that I would continue watching that series for the characters. But the premise was interesting.
I will admit I don't actually watch enough random TV to have too much an opinion on this after a certain point. It's like I like this stuff that everybody like really like touts as good. Beyond that, generally I just play video games. The only video game I've played recently, I mean there's stuff like RimWorld and stuff, which is just literally like colony management, which I like. But the problem is it's like it's not for everybody. Like trying to solve resource and political disputes, a la like all of your people being shitty and hard to work with. I've got to admit that'd be like a really niche thing to.
But isn't that all what Game of Thrones and stuff's about, except more in the political diplomacy?
No, there's a lot of like active backstabbing and stuff like that as far as.
But that's about them tearing down current political figures and then replacing them.
Die in Game of Thrones. There's a fair amount of fighting. I guess the problem is like I'm thinking of specifically what was the one you were talking about with the what was the one you were talking about? Oh, hey, with they're in St. Louis.
Oh, that's Defiance.
Defiance. Okay, I was gonna say it's not Resistance. The problem with Defiance is that like. They were just in one, like, very localized place, and it was kind of hard to work with.
I mean, low-budget television series, you know.
Yeah, but, like, Game of Thrones works really well, because Game of Thrones is a world. There's, like, what, 10 different locations that are active at a time? Every character is unique and interesting. And, like, some are just, like, absolute jerkwads. Like, Joffrey
For this reason, I would actually like to eventually see if Shannara was done well. Because I believe was it Terry Goodkind or someone else? I mean, just those books are about post-apocalyptic Earth, except it goes to elves and dwarves and humans and trolls and such, and it's just, whoa, that's interesting. Usually you don't see it go that direction. Typically it's, oh, the fantasy realm became modern day as opposed to the modern day becoming fantasy. But
just hoping we'll come across that a different Corebot or no.
A plug bot?
Yeah. Aren't they cell bots? I don't remember. Who do I have with me? Oops, that's the wrong one. What do we think? Probably easier from the other side. Get out of here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I mean, what are some plots that you would like to see in fiction that hasn't really been explored much?
Mac, you got me?
I don't. That's really hard, honestly. Mainly because I read a lot of books. And I find, like, books kind of do the plot. Books or video games do the plot better than, like, any TV or show.
Well, okay,
That was not the plug bot. That's a different plug bot.
That's a different plug bot.
Motherfucker.
Oh, great.
For people that don't know, we were trying to find a plug bot for a core over there somewhere. We spotted this one. We're like, oh, there we are. Nope. There we ain't.
Uh-huh.
I'm a crankle. I'm a cranklin. Apparently there is a prismatic core around here, though. So it's probably down below somewhere. Glad this map. People are asking us to talk about the game. I'm just running around shooting shit. I don't know. After
Well, I already gave my lowdown of much of the game.
Yeah.
Hey, you found another core.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot that we've just kind of bypassed and skipped because we weren't the right level or we didn't have the right, like, movement thing. I still really wish there was a triple jump in this game, though.
Well, what I do really like about this game is I like the animation. I mean, yes, the world is a bunch of desert, but it has its interesting aspects, especially within the dungeons. I love the Corebots. They're so cute.
It also helps that this game has a ton of, like, broken tech all over the place. I might not make this.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna go in one direction, and
I wanted to go over here. There's other.
You'll be able to get there.
Yeah, there's other cell bots that I've got to get while I'm here.
Time to fly, Mac.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, you're supposed to use the vent that way. I thought that we had talked about that long ago.
Yeah, well, I know we had to use the Fugu frame to get through. It's just
Fugu is a pufferfish, by the way. So it's funny because there actually is a pufferfish exterior shell for the Fugu form. Though unlike the other core bots, the Fugu form is something that you apply to one of your current bots, Max,
I was
Seth,
actually
or
hoping
Duncan.
that we'd
Find
be
another
able-
bot?
Well, yeah, I was hoping we'd find another bot. I was also really hoping that there's nothing else over there. I was really also hoping that we wouldn't have to be limited in the amount of core bots that we have with us, if that makes sense. Mm-hmm. Like, I would much
You mean always having a party of two? That seems to be a standard in games. How you might accrue a bunch of allies, you know, up to 6, 10, but
Mac, you got
you
me.
only are able to take 2 with you at a time. What are you doing?
Going back.
Just because you
get it?
can't get that
Time to fly,
one
Mac.
resource?
I guess I'm not getting it. The problem is we probably still have to go back, though. Because I think we've only got, like,
Well, there's
2...
a bot there. Look.
Oh, yeah, there it is.
Now, these guys open up gateways, and if you... Oh, there's another violet.
Yep.
If you... Let's see how many more we need. The
The door's
lid is
nearby.
over to the left.
Yeah, I'm mostly grabbing all the collectibles because I have no shame. I wish you could upgrade this with, like, a booster or something so we could, like, fly.
Fly. Yeah.
I don't know. It
But they
feels like
never-
after this point it should just be like,
That was one of
Yeah,
the
you can
things... Oh,
fly.
hey, good.
Yep.
That was another thing that people complained about with World of Warcraft and such, though. As soon as you achieved the ability to fly, suddenly you didn't need to explore on foot anymore. And all the careful planning that was
yeah,
involved.
all the level design drops off.
Yeah.
You're right. Is that it? Hey, it's open. Okay, so we've got all of them. I'm gonna finish scouring the area, though. There's some other things. Wait, so Max a pufferfish now. Oh. The chest sunk.
Well, it's probably preventing you from grabbing it until you defeat all these enemies. Yep,
Understandable.
and that's another thing. You can actually extract cores from the bots when they become weakened, and you use these cores to upgrade your robots.
I don't know if you noticed earlier, but there's a mini-boss gorilla bot that showed up. And oh.
Did you get out of the spawn area?
Yeah.
Aw, great. Well, they'll come back.
I
So
might have to fight them all.
red increases attack stats, yellow defense, and blue.
Oh, that's stupid.
What was blue increasing?
Are we done?
Do you remember what blue increases? Energy? I think
Yeah,
energy.
blue's energy. Yeah, so I literally... Well, that's bugged.
You have to figure out the
I can't do this until,
they respawn. Yeah.
Yeah. And they're
What's
not
at the
gonna
top of
respawn
that
for a
pillar
while.
over there to the left?
Up here? Or,
Yeah,
like...
yeah, right there.
You mean the arch?
Yeah, at the top of the arch on the left.
Just
there,
more of these things.
there was something black though up there, which is interesting.
Oh, I mean, I can double check. We're right here. I think I needed to go up there anyway. Unless we already did. We might have. Nope, we didn't. Okay. Yeah, you probably just saw more of these. There's more over here, too.
It was actually something further to the other side, but whatever.
You mean like up there?
No. Look around. Opposite way. Straight.
I mean, we've got more of those vents
To
with
the
random
left. To the
parts.
left. Please. There. To the right. What is that?
That?
Oh, that's just... It's violet.
violet.
Never mind. It looked like some other structure. So what's in here?
It's
Oh, hey, data file.
sorta.
Oh, it's violet.
I know. We're just gonna go in. I'm not even gonna think about this.
Now, Violet must know a lot about what's happened, but unfortunately we can't at all tell what she's saying because she goes habada habada habada.
It keeps going. It follows us through loading screens. Never mind. It follows us into the loading screens of loading screens. So this is Proving Ground. It's supposed to be a combat.
Ooh, interesting.
Yeah, so this is going to be one of the combat dungeons. I actually don't know what we're going to run into here.
I mean, even in the combat dungeon that we had experienced before, it was still the same. Do it in under this time limit, find a yellow key, and find enough prismatic cores to unlock the next floor of the... Oh, that's our main objective. Never mind.
Yeah, so this one's going to have 3 prismatic cores in it, which is a little bit concerning. Okay, we're going.
Yeah, you don't want those to electrocute you.
There's a
Ooh,
hello.
a tank bot.
Not for long.
But
Okay, we should probably make sure we've got the,
how high level was this place supposed to be?
Dunno.
Also, there seems to be an upper ledge. Is there anything there?
Does. No, doesn't look like it.
No,
Okay,
okay.
don't see any keys. Part of it is I would...
Oh, yeah. There it is with the keys and switches. There's a switch behind those pillars over there.
Yeah, I'm gonna kill first. Hopefully we can, interesting.
Oh, I think this is supposed to keep you completely airborne.
If you need it. Yeah, because these guys are kind of tough customers. Yep, hello. Why did I do that? I'm so used to clicking in right stick to lock in on enemies. And this game not having that actually kind of messes with my head.
Okay, so let's look at this switch. Oh, that guy has the yellow key. Oh no, where'd it go? Can you get... Oh.
Nah, I'm good.
Did you really... Did you
I
get
got
the
it.
key? You
Yeah, I
got
got
the
it.
key. Wow.
Just gotta make sure I don't die. Okay, let's bring in Duncan for this. Thank you, Duncan. Okay. I'm kind of floored that I managed to get the key without dying, considering
I thought that it would have sunk into the magma and that would have been it.
I dunked my little jewel straight into the lava bits.
Yeah,
Did I already get that? Whoop.
Ooh, nice.
I swear, whenever those like floaters show up, I just insta-kill them.
Now, there's one behind the pillar to your right. If you look up, there's also one at the crystal right there.
I think I already got that one. Pillar to my right. Oh, hold on.
Yep. Oh.
Got it.
Do it, Duncan.
Ooh,
I'm stuck.
Oh no. Ouch. It's because they're all using the red.
Well, not even that. It's this game has like really
Flame.
awkward it's I got stun locked repeatedly. And
doesn't
then
like getting
you know the whole
stun-locked
like
repeatedly.
dash to extinguish yourself doesn't really work, and we're
Oh,
Okay.
there's the yellow
yeah, I'm gonna wait for
key.
that this time.
Wait for it to get to the edge, or it might disappear into the wall though.
It ain't.
Okay.
It just comes through here.
Oh, hey, so you can but this won't help you with the time trial. However.
No, I also don't care too much about the time trial. Like, I'm gonna let it get.
But isn't the time trial one of
closer?
the ones
Nope.
that gets you a prismatic core?
There we go. Perfect. This time I don't go straight into the lava. We don't know what, if the time travel is gonna be a prismatic core. As long as it's not that third one at the end, it shouldn't be a problem. Because, again, I can always redo these.
Land some, Mac.
Oh!
He's an I-beam now.
Yeah, so, depending on which core is in which one. Mac apparently just has straight up lasers. That's really nice, actually. Of course, we're gonna have more enemies coming in. I'm trying to see if we've got,
Land some.
Well, I don't believe you've gotten the one behind the pillar like I had said.
I think I did. Right
Really?
off the bat? Yeah. I can double check it. But it's hard to tell.
Do it.
Oh, whoops. I thought I had switched to Duncan along the way. But I guess not. Okay, so what
I was up to
pillar?
the right.
There's, oh, you mean...
Left. Yeah, it's
Oh, this one over here? Yeah, I got that as soon as I came in the room.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I thought there was another one behind the first.
Nope.
Never mind.
I don't know what it is, but I think Mac is actually, like, stronger than the other cores. It could
Oh,
be
hey,
wrong.
there's one up there.
I already got this one.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, maybe
Aw.
that was the one. Okay, now we switch to Duncan.
Well, now you have a 4. 4 out of 8 rather than a 3 out of 8. So one of those was new.
Okay,
Get him, Duncan.
there we go. This is kind of working. The Duncan fire wave helps a lot. And dead, and
Woohoo.
I think okay, I got that one now.
Yep, so now we have 5 of 8. Are the rest of them really hidden in here? Ooh, the crater maker. Oh, look, did he just do the, come on, bring it to
He
me?
might have. What the fuck? We got into one of those, like, battle cutscenes.
I mean,
or-
he definitely waved you on.
Yeah,
With that
but then,
hand.
then this stupid,
Oh, you have those exploding bots behind you. See?
Yeah.
They dish out
fuck
fire.
these things. Oh, wait, he's dead.
Yep.
Huh. Apparently bonking one of his own drones into him does the trick. Yep,
Oh no.
I'm back.
Thank
don't
goodness.
worry.
You could actually jump backwards? That's interesting.
Yeah, you can. So we're done.
They're
We don't have all the switches.
We
We
don't-
do have time, though.
well, if you
We're not going to find all the switches in time, however, oh, you have to... Okay, I lucked out on that one.
Oh yeah, so it was the time trial.
Yeah, however, to
What-
get, we gotta find the last key. Because
There's a prismatic core.
Yeah, I'll think about that one. I wish I could actually go through. There might also be, like, several in that last room or something. Okay. Well, we get 2 from this. So that's a benefit. I'll come back to this dungeon later if we need that last one. Yeah, so actually, I have no idea where all of those are going to be, come to think of it.
Fingers crossed.
Oh, this is going to be a pain. We'll get down there at some point.
Yep. Well, is there another core down here? Potentially?
Yeah, there's one more core down there. I just wanted to look around.
Oh. Gives you a little shock.
Yeah, because there's... Oh. Oh. There's 2. Yeah,
Oh.
so all of them are in this one chamber.
Uh-huh.
They're just not visible from the angles I was at, so if we... Whatever. I'll come back to this.
So if you had actually taken the time to get those, we could have finished it.
But yeah, getting the rest
Oh,
of
hey,
them
there's
in
a health up.
30 seconds, though? Really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's useful. Let's see,
Her
anything
health
else
has
here?
increased.
Yeah, I really wish eventually we just had this giant green bar that goes across the top of the
But
screen.
then it would obscure the screen. How could you?
Honestly, considering how like close up the camera is to her, they might as well just start putting in like random shit too, pop-ups, advertisements. Okay, can I return to the outside? Exit overworld. Okay, there we go. What else do we have?
What do you mean by what else do we have?
What dungeons do we have?
I thought that there were several that we still didn't get access to because you... Oh, what about the one in the desert with the big black hand?
I'm waiting on that one till later.
It looked like a mecha.
Yeah.
It was covered in a dark, sort of obsidian-like glassy metal. And it was quite interesting.
Yeah, I'm kind of holding off on that one because that one seems scary and painful-ish.
I mean, what level was it supposed to be for?
Don't know. Let's find out.
I thought that...
Map. How much will I die if I try this? Pit of Oblivion. Okay, we can do Pit of Oblivion now.
Ooh.
We can also do Forsaken Halls. There's a prismatic core there.
Well,
We're
yeah.
apparently missing one from the Warren.
Let's go to the mecha.
What's this? Armory Flux.
Whoa, is that the skull?
That there? Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like a spinal column, an arm. I still want to know what that is. Is it a remnant of something that was left behind, or is it some kind of terrible end boss?
Not sure. Actually, it looks like there's a ton of these things that we haven't even come close to getting.
Right, well, we don't need to go to the Eden
doesn't have
Tower
any.
because we can't progress there until we get the next milestone.
Yep. Okay.
So are you sure you don't
Oh.
want to go to the desert?
We will be. I just, the load times are long, so I'd prefer to clear out this area first.
That's another pitfall of this game, unfortunately. Every time we enter a new zone... Oh, remember?
I know.
Have to get them all.
I know.
Every time we go into a new zone, the load screens take an eternity. It seems like minutes pass.
It is minutes. It is actual minutes. Like, I've looked at it. Some of the loads... That one specific section where we kept dying at the very, very beginning... That was...
Done it.
Was it 3 minutes long?
It was like... I think it was 1.5 to 3 minutes, depending.
Waggle. Waggle. Yeah.
Well, that worked out better than I could
By
possibly
the way,
have
when you
imagined.
get stunned or burning...
Mac with
like
his
set on
orbital
fire.
laser is nonsense, and I love it.
Okay, well, Mac can permanently be a flyer bot
Yeah?
then.
What-
Goodbye, dog.
Yeah. Let's see.
Open up.
Oh, look at the blinking. I love the aperture blinking. Or actually, he has an LED display and... Aww.
That is adorable. Okay, so we got that taken care of. So that's everything here, unless we feel like doing Proving Ground again. I know if we wanted to get up to 75 cores, we could do Tyrant's Forge. I'm not feeling particularly motivated.
Time to fly, Mac.
Okay. Do you think the...
Think what? There's a way back?
There's got to be a way back.
Only if you have a vent, in my opinion.
Up and away.
I don't know. Maybe? Because we've got...
You'd have to get from
Oh,
this
I
to
see.
that, and then... Yeah.
Mac, you got me?
This is really easy.
Because we just need to find one more bot
Yeah.
to get that one prismatic core.
So I'm gonna try
Time
going
to
over
fly.
here. I would like to try and find that bot. Actually, no wait, no. Nobody, Nobody probably watching this actually has any useful information there. Unless it's down here. We never actually did check these,
The lower rocks?
yeah.
Eh. Though many of the other ones were on that singular rock face, so...
True.
Wait! I thought I heard something to the left, unless that's Mac.
Might be Mac. Well, I'll look around for a bit and cross my everything.
It's not like Metroid Prime where you have a
Time to fly, Mac.
noise every time you see something.
Yeah, see, I would really like that actually. I know they've got blinky lights, but give me an audio cue or something. Because I do not see it at all.
What was unnerving in Metroid Prime, though, in the Metroid Prime trilogy in general, is that sometimes if you couldn't locate precisely where it was, you could hear it, and then it just bugged you because you know how it's one of those collectathon games in a way where you have to backtrack once you get new abilities so you can find them again. So you have to keep a mental tab of where everything is and, oh yeah, I'll need the ice beam to get by this one.
I would very much enjoy a loot radar for cell bots.
Mm-hmm.
This is like pulling teeth to some degree.
I mean,
Well, if I can't find it on
I
the...
wonder when radar was first implemented in games, because I know that many of the original RPGs, you just had to remember where people and interactable objects or locations were.
Knack, you got me?
You didn't have a dotted line that guided you to the next area or the next objective. That's why I feel like sometimes when we were playing World of Warcraft together or other MMOs, it's like, okay, look at this area. Let's do things within it without actually reading the lore to understand why we're collecting these items.
At the same time...
Woohoo! Big critter.
No.
And he's down.
Surprise attacks are stupid in this game. Beastie pops out and we're like, yeah, death.
Now, we're looking for one that has a white light to it.
Yeah. Which is kind of the worst. Like, it would be easier...
Especially in this bright sunlight.
Yeah. If it was like, if we were in a dark area, maybe. But, like, white light on white sand is kind of pain.
Also, there's a lot of yellow rubbish sitting around.
Yeah.
So...
Well, I'm not seeing it. And, like, we could probably struggle.
Let's continue along this rock. Maybe go up even higher.
Well, we've already been to the direct top of this.
Whoa, is that a white? Oh.
No, it's blue.
Okay. For a while, it looked like it was glowing other colors.
Here it is.
Oh, there! Ha! Great. We found it.
That took us like 20 minutes. Last time, just looking.
Well, I think it's because you're sticking to the top rather than going on the midsections.
Yeah.
So, great. Open sesame.
Yeah, we've never actually opened one of these before, so I'm kind of curious.
It just plops out.
Just boop. Done.
Better be good.
Hey, you know it's good. One prismatic core.
Let's see. Just wanted to make sure what my schedule is going to look at. Okay. So we've got a couple of supply caches, don't care. Already finished the Crucible to a satisfactory level. Brood Hive is good. We've actually got Pylon 512. Has a couple of things that we couldn't get access to.
Ones that would lead to cores, you
Yeah.
say? Okay.
There's one core specifically that we never got from Pylon 512. So think I'm gonna go check it out. I
Okay.
actually don't know where the entrance is.
Wasn't it in the lower area? Because that's the pylon itself.
You got me?
I kind of wish we could shoot as we flew.
Yeah, the mega laser is really useful.
It is incredibly useful. Oh.
Hey, that's interesting.
Bonk.
Chest.
Yeah. That was a camera angle.
Here.
That didn't really work. Yeah, we're getting all these blueprints. Sadly, these were blueprints that would have been, like, maybe useful back in the day. I have no idea how to get into this thing.
Try some of the doors.
How am I...
That doesn't
Doors?
seem to be an entrance. I thought it was definitely embedded in the ground somewhere.
Yeah.
Not there.
I mean, I guess the entrance... The entrance is probably directly next to the map icon. Otherwise, why would it be there? So it's probably up ahead. I wonder if it's one of those where you can only go in the exit for this place, unlike all the other dungeons. We haven't actually repeated any of the plot ones. Yeah, here we go.
Mm-hmm.
Guess I could have also teleported in. Principle of the matter.